is TGIF. Yes, yes, yes. So month is definitely better than others. Just because your last month was less than desirable doesn't mean you can't pick yourself up and start anew.
Absolutely correct, ladies and gentlemen. A new month signifies new starts, new choices, new thoughts, new tries, and new wins. So welcome in this month with a big hug and a smile.
Happy New Month, beautiful people.
Woo!
And the August visitor you have been awaiting has arrived.
Yes, guys, yes, and let us also take out time to celebrate not only the romantic connections, but also the platonic ones with women who offer support, joy, and a vital sense of community on National Girlfriend's Day, which is today.
Yes, and you got in your gift now.
Woo!
Shut up.
Woo!
See,
I
this girl, I don't know, okay, don't let me cast you too much. But she has gotten her gift, and you can still send her gift. Send me my gift to Sha.
I know not what you speak of, Catherine. But yeah, happy Girlfriend's Day. Happy Girlfriend's Day to you. I mean, cheers to all the amazing, supportive women in the world.
All right, the TGIF edition of Esplash is here to get you lit and fired up as the weekend has started. With great music, loads of happiness you cannot resist.
Yes, so stay tuned and stream the show live on www.tvcentertainment.tv. And don't forget to check out the fun behind the scenes on our Instagram fan page at Esplash_TVC. My name is Oina Malat Olori of Lagos Energy Goddess. Something like Cuppy Ajikawo, because when I wake up, I do what I accomplish money. Like I said, for the E in energy and the F in absolutely fabulous. So yes, I'm about to take you on the ride.
Now, this is your own riding.
Yeah, we're going down.
Okay, people, you already know my name. My name is Catherine. Your name is Lady Cat, her real hotness. Queen Cat, her real hotness. Kit Kat, the person, not the chocolate, because chocolate and caramel, ooh. Kitty Kata, Kate of the Kate Cruise, baby. And you know it's Friday. We've got the perfect way to kick off your weekend. First up, we're serving you the juiciest updates in our entertainment news segment. Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back to the TGIF edition of Esplash. And today happens to be different because it's also Girlfriend's Day. But now we're diving straight into the entertainment news, and we're starting with this one. Magix and Black Bones calls out Nigerian artists for faking streaming numbers. Nigerian artists Magix and Black Bones have spoken out against the growing trend of fake streaming numbers in the Nigerian music industry. In a post shared via X, formerly Twitter, Mavin record singer Magix condemned artists who manipulate their streaming data to climb music charts. He wrote, and I quote, "Y'all faking your numbers, I hope you sleep well at night. Keep deceiving your family members," end of quote. Joining the conversation, rapper Black Bones expressed deep concern about the long-term impact of this practice on the credibility of the industry. He described streaming manipulation as an irreversible damage to the music ecosystem and criticized the current state of music chart. I quote, "The irreversible damage we've done to our industry, one day it will finally come crumbling down. For now, let's keep acting like the charts mean anything more than a showcase of the people who can afford to buy it. It's like iTunes in the 2000s all over again. Make I go also," end of quote, Black Bones tweeted. He also expressed frustration with the current state of the industry, citing Ira Star's song Hot Body as an example of a deserving hit that didn't reach the top 10 on the Nigerian charts, as he added, and I quote, "Ira Hot Body never entered top 10 Naija, when we know that song should be number 1 or top 3. But how then go let them when she never go industry agriculture," end of quote. Their comments have since sparked debates among fans and industry insiders, reigniting discussions around transparency, credibility, and fair competition in Nigeria's digital music landscape. So still back to this matter of streaming fans.
This talk is heavy in the mouth. Because honestly, I think I agree with them, because there are sometimes I go to top 100 songs and I see the first 20 songs and I have never heard them before. I'm like, who are those actually listening to them? Because honestly, I think I go out more than a lot of people. And even if I've not heard it on my phone, I will have heard it in one party or the other. But these songs sound very, very strange to me. Like, I don't even know these people. And I'm like, is that how you people used to do? Is that how you used to do?
So do you know why I'm laughing? And do you know why this thing is funny? Because we know what's up. We know how it happens. Because like you have rightly said, there are some songs that we see on the chat and we're like, how did this get here?
How?
By the end of the day, who they chat, don't they chat? At least it's in their record that I was on the chat at one point or the other. I made it to the top 10. I made it to the top 20. if they can afford to be there, then let them be there.
I mean,
but at the end of the day, we shouldn't, like they have said, put everything and base it on who can afford to be. It should be about quality. Because at the end of the day, if you're giving us quality music, if you're giving us what we want to listen to, then the streams should speak for themselves.
And honestly, I feel like this thing is actually going to do more harm than good, especially to other people that actually put in the work. And, you know, you see some artists that will actually do the work, that will actually, you know, do amazing music, drop quality songs, and they're not entering top 100. And they feel depressed, or they feel like, okay, they're not doing good enough because they are not on top 10, they are not on top 100. And I'm actually putting it out there to you that don't let this list or these charts actually determine how you feel about yourself and how you feel about the success of your music. If your music is great, it is great. It doesn't matter. Even if you're on top 10 or you're not on top 10 or you're not on top 100, you are still amazing. An example is this Ira Star Hot Body. I've been jamming that song for the past how many days and I've not seen it anywhere. But I mean, that's that. About that, there is Wala in Nollywood because Gideon Okeke has slammed customers over alleged unhygienic practices. Now, this is what happened. Now, actor Gideon Okeke has raised concerns over alleged lack of hygiene on set, particularly with regards to costumes. Now, after participating in an epic movie production, Gideon said he returned home with krokro, aka rashes, which he linked to an animal skin tonic provided by the wardrobe department. Now, Gideon urged the wardrobe team to prioritize cleanliness and properly wash costumes before reusing them, warning that other actors might face similar issues if not addressed. Now, he went on to emphasize that taking care of the costumes will cost nothing, but it would greatly benefit the industry. He wrote on Instagram, "Then, Gideon, you should come out more, do more of some Nollywood productions, the likes that your mates do with animal skin tonics. Me, when big budget cinema, streaming, and theater activity gets slow, cool, I'll do it. Today's reality, well, I don't go and I don't return with a body full of rashes. Their wardrobe department, before you give that wardrobe to somebody else to wear, unsuspecting as I was, do the entire Nollywood industry a crying favor. Please, go and wash it. It will not cost you nothing to care. Till when next I decide to come outside again, Ijela is home. I thank Yahweh for his protection and joining mercies." I feel like Gideon is being dramatic in this situation.
No. See, I do not think he's being dramatic because in the past, there are some issues that people have put out there. There are issues that people have talked about that are major and serious issues, and they just took it lightly. But when other people who were dramatic came out and spoke about it and made a lot of noise, they paid attention and action was taken. So I don't feel it's being dramatic. I feel like everybody is okay to respond the way they want to. Everyone can respond how they want to respond and behave a certain way, how they feel like. And this actually should be looked into because costumiers, not just in Nollywood, generally, people who rent out costumes need to be very, very careful.
But what if it was not the hygiene of the clothes? What if it's just the material? I mean, there are a lot of times people react to materials like this. You never can tell. What if the material is not just suitable for his skin?
Well, for him to have said that, he has done a couple of Nollywood productions, so he could have not reacted to them, and maybe this he reacted to. So he had to put two and two together, and that is his 2 cents.
Sorry to Gideon.
All right, still on the entertainment news, DJ Cuppy opens up about love, marriage, and conversations with God. Popular Nigerian DJ and billionaire heiress DJ Cuppy is once again getting candid about matters of the heart. In a recent post shared on X, the 31-year-old entertainer revealed that marriage remains a significant personal goal. She admitted that she frequently has quiet, heartfelt conversations with God about it. Alongside a photo of herself, she wrote, and I quote, "When I see wedding photos online and I start reminding God again," end of quote. Cuppy, who was previously engaged to British boxer Ryan Taylor in 2022 before they parted ways in 2023, has consistently been open about her hopes for love and long-term commitment. Just a few weeks ago, she confirmed that she's currently single, but not entirely off the dating scene, revealing that she's talking to multiple men and that only the best man will ultimately win her heart. Whether it's on social media or behind the DJ booth, Cuppy continues to share a journey with authenticity, reminding fans that even with fame and fortune, the search for true love remains a very real and relatable pursuit. I love that Cuppy would always speak her mind, no matter what anybody says. She has been critiqued a lot of time. She's gotten a lot of negative energy on social media, but I just love how positive she always is. I miss all of that. Yes. And I'm really grateful for people like this. I feel like everyone needs to find that little positivity in everything they do and do not let what people say or what people do bring you down.
And I honestly love the fact that she shows her vulnerability. She shows that irrespective of who you are, irrespective of how much you have, you know, there are some parts of you that just want that love and soft touch. So yes, Cuppy, my heart reached out to you. I mean, I hope and I believe strongly that, you know, your own person,
the one of your bone,
around,
the flesh of your flesh.
Of your ribs.
Amen. Hallelujah.
I am prophesying it to you.
Is able.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's that about that on the entertainment gist. We'll be back with our first guest after this time out. Don't go anywhere.
And right now, our first guest this afternoon is a professional footballer who plays as a defender for the Saudi Premier League club Al Ittihad. Born in England, she plays for the Nigerian women's national team, who just won the 2025 Women's Africa Cup of Nations, WAFCON, and they made us proud. Let's make a welcome to the show, Ashleigh Plumptre. Great to have you on the show.
Hi, Ashleigh. How are you today?
Good.
First of all, congratulations on your win.
Congratulations.
Against Morocco. I am beyond proud because, you know, I like to see women do amazing things. And yes, happy National Girlfriend Day.
Thank you.
Okay, so first of all, how do you feel? I mean, it's a big win for Nigeria. It's a big win for you. And it's a big win, judging by the fact that the finals, I was literally scared.
I was on edge.
We're shaking.
Yeah.
And, you know, first half went and I'm like, Jesus, what are we doing? And, you know, second half, our girls said, hold up. We are coming back with a banger. How do you feel? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, honestly, I keep saying to everybody, I'm still letting it all like set in. I don't feel like I've been able to sit with it yet and really feel like the achievement that we've been able to achieve. But like the fact that we won in a fashion that we did, I think that's the overwhelming part for me. I think a lot of people, even some of the people on our team, probably counted us out by half time. But we knew that we have so much resilience in the team. So for us to be able to come back and get 2 goals and then finally win in the last like couple of minutes was, huge.
Minutes.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, the word overwhelming does it for me because I could see you in tears after the win. Like you got pretty emotional, and I'm sure not a lot of things get you emotional. What else gets you emotional apart from football?
To be honest, I'm a very emotional person.
Oh, a softie.
Yeah, I feel things very deeply. I guess a woman of purpose. So like even me joining the Super Falcons, it goes beyond football.
Yeah.
I think the tears, honestly, I was saying to some of my friends, like it wasn't the fact that we won necessarily, it was the journey to get to that point and then achieve as a team, you know.
Okay, so something that has been at the back of my mind for the longest, I'm like, okay, a lot of people will say, oh, my father is Nigerian, my mother is Nigerian, but you had to go all the way. Your grandfather is the one who was Yoruba. And then you told yourself, you just made up your mind after playing for the England team for a long time that, no, I'm going to play for the Super Falcons. What brought about that? Because what made you make that decision that you want to play for Nigeria? And how did you feel the match that you played against England when they won you guys and sent you guys home?
Yeah.
So let's start with the bond, how it started, you wanting to play for the Super Falcons, and then how you felt after your old team kicked you off.
Then in addition to that, judging by the fact that you never really visited Nigeria before you started playing for Nigeria, and you know, I think it was about 2021, 2022, January, was it January, February, that you started playing for the Super Falcons.
After the training.
So run us through the entire process of, oh, Nigeria, I want to play for Nigeria and everything. Run us through it.
Yeah, honestly, I always say, as I said before, like I'm a woman of purpose. So for me, like the decision I made to represent the Super Falcons goes beyond football. I'm a big family person, and I'm really close. I've got 3 siblings, and I'm really close to all of them. And they're like 12 years younger than me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Took them so long.
yeah, right. So like my connection with my little sister, so I've got 2 brothers who are purely English, but my younger sister is like me. We've got a Nigerian dad and British mum. And for my sister, I was just talking to my dad, like, I don't think she realizes the impact she probably has on me, but the reason I wanted to represent the Super Falcons was more learning about her story and her journey as a young mixed race girl in a small village in the UK. It was a little bit different to mine because a lot of people just assume that I'm white British. They don't recognize or realize that I'm Nigerian, which I can understand, but I think for my sister, like, she looks visibly Nigerian, and I empathize a lot with her story, some of the struggles she had from a young age, from looking the way that she did. And I recognize the importance for myself and for her and my family altogether in delving into our heritage, because ultimately it is part of our identity. And I'll be honest, I think some of the characteristics that I've shown or I've always had that haven't necessarily felt very British, it kind of makes sense now, you know, like just the resilience. I mean, my dad is
hustle spirit.
the same. Yeah, exactly. So my dad is very much the same. I think I have some of those qualities from him. So yeah, and that's only could have come from the Nigerian side.
Okay. So let's
how you
bring
felt when
how you
the
felt.
England won. Let's talk about that, because you're an emotional person.
Yeah, I mean, I remember lining up for that game and I heard the English national anthem and then ours, and I think it was the English one first, and I was already tearing up when I heard that one. So yeah, it was a moment that I actually felt like was going to come, because in the World Cup we didn't have England like in our group matches. We had them when we qualified out of the group, and I had this feeling before the tournament even started that we would face them. I just knew that it would happen, and then when it did, it just, for me, like, obviously there's a lot of pressure because they're a very good team, but for me, even though, like, to be honest, I think we had chances to win that game.
Yes,
we lost on penalties, but I just felt the overriding emotion I had was just gratitude, because I just couldn't believe that I could be in a position to represent two parts of my identity in a game, you know? Yeah.
That is
Okay,
amazing.
so let's bring it down to playing for the Super Falcons. I mean, I've seen videos of, you know, the Super Falcons. I've seen you guys play. I've seen you guys dance, sing, and I love the sisterhood. So how is it playing with the Super Falcons, judging by the fact that you're not completely, you know, the color that.
Right.
Yeah. So how does it feel? How is the sisterhood? How is the relationship between you and, you know, other players on the Super Falcons?
Yeah, honestly, I can never put that, like, sisterhood into words. Even when we speak about, like, my individual performances, which people have asked me about a little bit while I was at the Africa Cup of Nations, and I truly do believe that I'm made better because of the sisterhood I'm around. So we really we're on a journey together, right, as players, and I feel as if we are brought up by one another.
Yes.
So, like, when I go out on the field, and like, it was actually one of my first games for the Super Falcons where one of the girls said after the game, like, do you know how we know that you're Nigerian? I said, how? She said, from the way that you have that fighting spirit on the field, you know.
Look at that. I hope you didn't scare up. I hope you didn't cry when she
I
did that.
probably did.
I will so cry.
You are such a softie.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Ashleigh's still in the building, and that's it with our guest for today. But not to worry. We will be back with Socialville, and she will be doing it with us. Stay tuned, guys. Alrighty, people, yes, there's still Esplash on TVC, and get ready to hit your peak as it's time for Socialville, where the timelines are wild, the memes are fresh, and the vibes are at their absolute best, guys. Let's dive into this week's peak moments in the world of social media. Are you ladies ready?
Born ready. Are you ready?
I guess.
I need more excitement, actually. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
You need energy. Give for energy. Ashleigh, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, first up for you, Katra Demar says, 30s are definitely the new 20. And Yoshai responds saying, any age where my money enter, now when my 20s go start. If now 50 years, all of us go day open house on a Monday. I love the energy. It's not about the age. Age is just a number.
Actually. Because about how you feel.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think about this? So they're saying, you know, it doesn't matter how old you are when you make the money, you still turn up anyhow it is. So do you believe in turning up when you're 50?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
No matter your age, when you have money, please flex. Chop your money. Chop the head of your life. Jayori. That's what it is. Okay, moving on. This says, I have sense, so. But sometimes, I don't like using it, so it will finish. So the next time someone acts very silly around you, and the person is just being really, really picky, well, this is the person. This is
Are you sure you are using all your sense?
Yeah.
Like, are you sure you're not keeping small out of your sense? I just thought you one in case anybody stresses you. Just use it for them.
Are you sure you're using all your sense? Okay, so the Duke of Love at Gideon__Duke says, ever met someone and go like, where have you been all my life? Ulama responding, they'll show you where they have been. Wait, just small.
Hey, have you ever met somebody that, you know, you guys bonded so well and you just had to ask, where have you been all my life?
Yeah, 100%. There's been a couple of people like that, yeah.
And at the end, did they show you where they've been?
To be honest, yeah.
So let me explain. Let me expatiate on this. They will show you where they have been soon. Wait small. Wait small.
They will show you the
They're gonna
shege.
show you pepper. They're gonna show you shege. They will show you the difference between tatashe, atarodo, and shombo. They will not tell you the one that is so pepper the most. Get ready for that one. All right, guys, moving on. Kerry Creek says, my daughter said all the kids were in school talking about whose dad would win a race. She said that they all agreed to ask their dads to be in the race. I asked why she didn't ask me to race. She looked at me. She looked at my stomach. Then we drove home in silence. This is a very rude child.
Actually.
Because there are people that have the stomach, but they can still wear body. They can still move. It's not about the build. It's not about the body.
I kind of think it's about the build, though.
It's not always about the build.
I think it's about the build.
No.
Imagine Ashley showed up looking,
So, see, I understand it's about the build, but it's not always about the build. Actually, haven't you seen where someone you don't expect does something or gives a performance beyond your expectations?
Yeah, 100%. We actually say, like, in the UK as well, like, when we play, like, five-a-side football, the best player is usually the one that's, like, bigger, but they're always the most technical. So
You'll
you
see.
can't judge
With the
a
big
book by
stomach.
it.
You'll see.
Right.
with a big stomach.
Right.
I have hope. I have hope
You
with
will
my
not
stomach.
agree, but I am
have hope.
correct. Oida, say that I am right.
You are right. Lady
it's
Kath,
not
you are
always
always
like
right.
Okay, now you're always left. All right, this next one says, when I was 8, I missed my aunt's wedding because I had common entrance. She came visiting and naive me said, don't worry, I will attend your next wedding. I was scolded for a full year. Guess who is getting married again next month?
Yo.
My auntie at 40 plus. Guys, should I go? And at Meshlev now responding, go and just whisper into her ears. I said it too.
I said that pettiness.
Hey, very petty.
That pettiness will never leave us.
So,
It will.
in this person's case, this person was young and naive. Thought it was like birthday party and say, I missed it. I'll be at the next one. So sometimes, you know, there's word, the word that you speak. There is power in the tongue.
In the tongue.
So be careful what you say.
sister.
My sister, my
Preach,
brother.
sister.
All right, and that is all our friends. That, our friends, is how you top up your week with laughter, chaos, and a peak moment or two. That's it with Socialville, brought to you by the creamy goodness of Peak Milk. We'll be back.
Wow. Wahoo.
Yes, it's been an amazing time with you, Ashley. Any final words, anything you want your fans to know about you?
Honestly, I just like the fans specifically, like they've been just with me from the beginning of me joining this team, and especially in all the major tournaments, I've just felt all the love, especially after winning this tournament. I know I've been on the team for 4 years, but to finally win something with the team, it's and to win the first one with the team, like I just think this is something that will stay with me forever, and just how the fans have treated me will stay with me forever as well.
So how can they contact you on social media?
I don't have like TikTok or anything, but I use Instagram a lot.
So what's your Instagram handle?
It's Ashleigh Plumptre, just my name.
Okay, so people have been asking, one last thing that I want you to do for me. A lot of people have been asking at the back. There is a song they sing for you.
Yeah.
Your team players sing for you. So I would like you to sing it for us in like 5 seconds.
Just them. Are we talking about the same thing?
Yeah, we're talking about the same thing. The same song. The same song in your mind.
You will sing it for us right now.
When they just say, "Oibo." No?
No, there's a particular song.
There's a way they sing.
There's a particular song.
I don't know it.
You don't know?
Oh, so they just sing it for you.
They just sing, and I just go.
Thank you very much for coming, Ash. Thank you so much.
And that's it with Ashley on Esplash right here, right now. We will be back with our second guest. Stay tuned, guys.
Joining us right about now is a Nigerian trumpeter and a music educator and cultural ambassador with a passion for inspiring through sound. Ladies and gentlemen, if your heads are not too busy, let's make welcome to the show Guinness World Record Title Holder Joshua Olusanya. Please. AKA the trumpet influencer.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Great to have you right here on the
At some point, I
show.
got distracted. I forgot there was a show to do. I was just dancing on and on. Like, I just...
At the point, you became one with the trumpet. And I'm like, oh my God, what sorcery is this? Pretty amazing.
I mean, how long have you been doing this?
It's been over a decade, 15 years.
50, was I born? Catherine, were we born? Were we?
Of course, we're not seven.
Was I?
Okay,
Amazing.
it's really great to see your progress. You started for 15 years ago, and then according to your bio, you actually got a scholarship to go to the Muson Center to go and learn the music school of Nigeria. And after that, you also went to the Royal Music School in London. And you have achieved so much. You've attempted to break world records. And finally, you won title of the record holder. So run us through your journey, how you started, how you got the scholarship, how you were able to go to London, and then now you're breaking the world record and educating children.
You to do it,
How did it all begin?
Well, thank you for having me on this show.
Thank you so much.
So this started a decade ago. I grew up learning, falling in love with rhythm and sound right from childhood. You know, when I hear rhythm and sound, it's just, you know, it has a way of, you know, just keeping me, you know, excited, you know, as a child. And then I would say my inspiration starting was my dad. You know, my dad, he loves Fuji music.
Love it. What was his favorite artist?
He listened to King Dr. Saheed Osupa. Shout out to the man. So my dad always, you know, put on the record every time, and I can sing word to word. And you know, back in the days, and so, and then when I decided to, I didn't start off like, you know, I wanted to do music or anything. I just, love rhythm and sound. So I started playing the drums, and then I switched to the clarinet. The clarinet is an instrument very similar to the saxophone.
Yeah.
And then, yes, and I would want to say a very big shout out to my first, the person who actually gifted me my first trumpet is Dr. Danekola Olukoya.
So to see.
General Overseer of Mounds in the Fire of
Thank you so
Miracle
much.
Ministry. So, and then I pick up the trumpet, and the first sound I blew on the trumpet, it just resonated with me. I knew that was the one for me. And then, yeah, that's how I started. So eventually, this was a big challenge starting because my parents did not want me to, study this
Music.
as a career. They wanted that for passion, just do
Or a
music
hobby
and
on the side.
Yeah. So, but then I would say let me say my breakthrough was when I flew out of the country, for a music festival. And guess what? I didn't inform my parents. I went for a music festival. And then I tested, my brother, and I said, oh, I'm here. And then when I got back, I met like my whole family at the airport. My dad gave me a particular hug that day that was very special.
The welcome was so proud of you. It shocked you.
Yeah, so I think that was when it was not like, I think we should start supporting him. I think this is,
That's typical of Nigerian parents when they see that it's working out.
Yeah, it's actually really great to have a great support system, and you're going to finish this. But right now, I'm sure people are wondering what's going on. Let's check a few of his material. And when we get back, he'll still be in the building with us. Can you come back? No, turning back. Come on. No. Hey, we can never turn back. No, it's already too late. All right, guys, come back. Welcome back to the show. The clip you just saw was about him breaking the Guinness World Record. But before we went on the break, he was still taking us through his
family
journey.
support.
Yes.
Yeah, then I started getting the support from my parents, and then they saw the drive. They saw that, all parents want the best for their kids.
Of course.
Right, and so I knew what the worries was before they started supporting me. And then, so I drive my inspiration from different sources. I drive my inspiration from boxing. My favorite quote, remember your dreams are worth fighting for. So I drive my inspiration from different sources. So I started off then believing that this is a tool for me to get to my destination, and then just to inspire life. And so I started, working on being a trumpet influencer.
Amazing. So, you said something that I really picked up, when you understand how parents can be when they feel like things are not working out. And I'm bringing it down to the fact that you also teach children music. Yes, and, we are in the world where music is now actually a career. Music is a course of study. Music is staying like side by side with medicine and other careers that we used to hear like growing up and everything. So how has the reaction of parents been with your music school? Have you ever had situations where, you're trying to teach somebody music and, the parents are not in support? How do you think parents should receive things like this? And, how do you think children actually should also receive things like this?
Especially with parents supporting their children's passion.
It's a good thing to see parents support their kids, their passion, because trust me, a lot of kids love music, right? And then I would say that for some kids, it works out that it's okay if they do it as a passion. And for some, if you see that drive and that it can be successful in the music, I think it's going to be a beautiful thing to support that kid. I work at the American International School of Abuja, where we have diverse kids from over 40 different nationalities. And then so for these cultural differences, some parents, even if the kids if they have the drive or the passion to do that, some parents be like, they want their kids to do business and flourish, right? So, yeah, I would say to be a good thing to see, parents, supporting, their kids. And like I said, we are raising the value, and so they can follow. You can see something and see a reason why you can actually support your kids to study this music.
I totally agree with you. Now let's talk about the fact that you went
You came.
You
conquered.
You didn't conquer to where you wanted to reach.
Yeah, so
But you came back
again to
And you
reconquer.
say, I am falling down. No, I'm going to climb this ladder. And you started to climb. And you climbed, and you climbed, and you got to the top. The Guinness World Record title.
I mean, judging by the fact that a lot of people have attempted it.
Yes.
And they fell off along the way, and they didn't come
way.
back. So can you run us through your thoughts? But how did you even think, okay, let me even come and try this?
It's not even easy to blow a trumpet for that
30
long.
minutes.
So run us through the process, the planning, carrying it out, all the times you went on breaks, how you felt, and then
Where
when
you
you
felt
finally
stressed
realized that you had won the title, the second attempt. So just take us through all of that. I know you have like 10 minutes. Just let it out.
Okay, yeah, so when I started off the Trumpet Influencer brand, it's all about the mission, you know, advancing music education and advocating for the recognition of instrumental musicians, where their value is often underestimated, right? People who study this music, who, you know, learn this instrument, they put in a lot of work. Music is not cheap, right?
It's not.
And then, so they put in all of this work, but I feel like they're undervalued in this part of the world. So I started off the Trumpet Influencer brand to advocate for this cause. You know, we had a heartbeat of music, right? You know, we've taken the front stage and not the backstage, right? So I thought about what's going to help this mission, you know, to prove something out there, at least to, you know, to showcase what we've, you know, we've been digging in our chamber, right? So and then I found out that there's no current record in the world for the trumpet, and I'm like, wait a minute. So I reached out to Guinness. I made an application, and then they reached out to me, and you know, they gave me all of the rules, and they said there's no current record in the world. For me to set the record, I have to play 24 hours non-stop. And I was like, damn. It wasn't even just that, but when I saw the rules and regulations, it's just beyond playing on the stage.
Yeah.
You know, there's really a lot to that record. And so I spoke to, a big shout out to Blake Pantin, my colleague, the director of band.
out.
Yeah, so Blake Pantin, I was the first person I told the American school, and I said, hey Blake, I want to try this thing out. And I was like,
Joshua.
sure. Thanks for that. And it was like, you know, he's an American and he knows I'm very vast in this field. Jazz, classical, Afrobeat, whatever you need, I'll go.
So he knows your
right?
capability.
He knows, but you know, this is something no one has done before. So the worry starting from, okay. And then I started, you know, practice. The first practice I did was 1 hour, 30 minutes non-stop, and my nose was drizzling like those. My jaw was almost dropping, my face was almost falling off. So I was like, okay.
I want to do 24 hours.
And you know, this is the journey behind this whole project was it's something I know is going to resonate to maybe one person out there, because see, anything you set your mind to, you can. I started off with 1 hour, 30 minutes. It went to 3, it went to 6, it went to 10. It went to 15, it went to 20 hours, and it went to 24 hours.
And this took how long?
It took 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah, and 6 months, when I say 6 months, I practice in the hardest time, which is midnight. I barely practice during the day. During the day is like a distraction for my creative, you know, so I play over the night. So I play with my band from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. 3 times a week. Right, so and then I was, you know, noticing my body. You know, when you play the trumpet, right, you probably think your hand or your back are those places that you're gonna, you know, feel some pain. But it got to a point, my legs were literally shaking. Right, you know, a lot of things were going so weird, you know. So these are the things I started, you know, working on during my practice, and then so the first attempt was disqualified because I drank water.
Well, hello. Your throat.
Yes.
So wait, you're not supposed to drink water at all?
I mean, on your break,
I'm supposed to drink water only during the break. So I drank the water in between. It was 22 hours already. So I was playing a particular song, Eba mi sọ fún baby ẹ kó máa. And so there was a particular response, you know, but you know, that was the part I drank just to clear my throat. It was like 5 seconds. And then Guinness reached out and he said, Joshua, unfortunately, this, you know, we're going to disqualify it. And I'm like,
how did you feel?
I felt like, you know, I
can see
I would have, yes.
You know, I put in a lot of work.
Yes, like
you know,
you're almost there.
Yeah. So, and if I was disqualified on the ground that was very solid, I think, you know, it's going to be fair enough to be like, okay, I can. So as at that time, I wasn't really encouraged to go again. If they could disqualify me just based on 5 seconds of water break, so I wasn't.
Just 2 hours away.
You know, so, and then I thought about something. There's a lot of kids and students who look up to me, right, in the creative industry in Nigeria, and I'd be like, okay, some of the kids were very furious. They went back home and be like, oh, and then they disqualified Mr. Joshua. How dare, you know, it was so, and I'm like, so that's why I said I draw my inspiration from, you know, the kids are also a sort of inspiration to me. Not to let them, it's okay, you can come back. You know, success is not how that easy as well. You know, you can always, so the message that carries is what that was what drive me to attend the record again. And this time around, you know, the pressure was really even much, because some were like, what if you actually do this thing right and they still didn't approve? So there was really a lot I was handling the second time. You must not fail the second time, you know. So, and then it happened. It got to a point during the second attempt, my lip, you know, actually, you know, was bleeding. And that was around 21 hours.
Oh my word.
You know, I had to keep playing with that. You know, it was very terrible, you know, and then all I knew is I trained my mind more than my body, you know, so I was ready up there, you know, my mind, like I have to bring that record home to Nigeria, to my dear nation, you know, so I was very strong up there, you know, I see it as, you know, representing a whole nation, being the first person in the world, you know, musically. So
to create a record,
we are really proud of you. I am proud of you.
So we did it second time. Thank you.
We're all proud of you. So how do we reach you on socials? How do we reach you on your social media pages? On
Instagram, it is official Boss Boss. On Facebook, it is Boss Boss. On Twitter, it is official Boss Boss. So it's official Boss Boss everywhere, literally.
Love it, love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. It was really, really great having Joshua on the show, and I hope you guys enjoyed him serenading you before the interview. All right, that is all we can take on the show today. We hope you were entertained, and we hope we made your TGIF as fragile as it could be. We had Olori of Lagos in the building, and from Joshua and myself, Lady Cat, her real hotness. We say have an amazing weekend. Go ye into the world and have fun.
And turn up. And we are going